Here, based on some great community feedback, we've added a new toolbox in game space that enables users to quickly toggle on and off certain features like the screen recorder while gaming. It even lets you quickly message your friends through WhatsApp so you can game together. Recently, we've also formed strategic partnerships with some of the leading game developers out there to make sure that when you play their games on a Oneplus phone, you get the most out of them, especially with high refresh rate games. This May, we partnered with Epic Games to give users the power to play Fortnite at 90 FPS for the first time on a phone with the OnePlus 8 series. This was a huge milestone for both the smartphone and gaming industries. Now, Fortnite is an extremely demanding game on any platform. Most players are actually playing it on consoles like PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One, neither of which can run the game at higher than 60 FPS. We worked together with Epic Games fast. The OnePlus 8T battery is designed to last. After 800 complete charging cycles, it will still be able to hold more than 80% of its initial capacity, far better than the industry norm. With Warp Charge 65, we also completely redesigned the power adapter so it can handle all of our fast charging protocols. Warp Charge 65, 30T, 30, you name it. It uses USB-C, of course, and it can support up to 45 watts PD charging. So you can use it with a wide range of non-OnePlus devices, from a tablet. OnePlus 8T is on a level all its own. To make this possible, we totally changed our approach to charging technology by coming up with a new twin battery design. Now, instead of pumping all that power into a single battery, the OnePlus 8T actually contains 2 battery cells and channels the power into both simultaneously, so each one can run at more than 30 watts just on its own. And we've added an extra encryption chip to the charger and cable. The OnePlus 8T battery is designed to last. After 800 complete charging cycles, it will still be able to hold more than 80% of its initial capacity, far better than the industry norm. With Warp Charge 65, we also completely redesigned the power adapter so it can handle all of our fast charging protocols. Warp Charge 65, 30T, 30, you name it. It uses USB-C, of course, and it can support up to 45 watts PD charging. So you can use it with a wide range of non-OnePlus devices, from a tablet to a Nintendo Switch, even mini laptops. This could be the only charger you ever need, so we're going to make it available for purchase on our website. And even though it costs us twice as much to manufacture as our previous power adapter, when you buy the OnePlus 8T, don't worry, we'll throw it in the box for free. So there you go, the OnePlus 8T, with flagship specs across the board, just like you'd expect from us, but fit within a slim, lightweight body that always keeps us cool and charges so fast it'll never slow you down. Hopefully you're already convinced that the OnePlus 8T is a snappy and powerful phone that charges way faster than anything we've ever created before. But if that's not good enough, let's talk about the camera. The OnePlus 8T has a 4-camera system with a 48-megapixel main camera with optical image stabilization, a 16-megapixel ultra-wide, and dedicated macro and monochrome lenses. We continue to boost the camera's overall performance compared to the OnePlus 8, including color, dynamic range, and improved low-light photography. One thing we've noticed is that a lot of our users really like nightscape mode, but they don't always remember to switch over to it. Now the camera can automatically switch modes depending on the lighting, helping you get the best out of your night shots. The 16-megapixel ultra-wide camera boasts an impressive 123-degree field of view, the widest we've ever put into a phone, letting you capture more than ever before in your photos. The 5-megapixel macro camera can also take some really great photos, as you can see here in these sample shots. We've enhanced video recording on the OnePlus 8 and added a range of useful new features. When you're taking photos in low-light situations, all you really need to do to get sharp photos is hold the camera steady and shoot. But it's not quite that easy for videos. So on the OnePlus 8T, we brought out the full potential of the advanced imaging sensor to solve this problem. It's a feature we call Video Nightscape. It's a bit like nightscape photography. You can see here, it's dark and almost impossible to make out any detail. But switch on video nightscape mode and it really comes to life. Something else a lot of people often want in video, and can get with professional video equipment, is a good bokeh effect, where people in the foreground come in nice and clear and the background looks softer. Smaller imaging sensors in phone cameras make that hard to replicate, but we managed to do it. On the Oneplus AT, you get amazing video with people in the frame always coming in clear. We've also included a new generation algorithm for video stabilization that utilizes EIS and gyroscopic data to give you a huge boost in stability and basically lets you ditch your gimbal. And you can choose from different aspect ratios, including 16:9 or the more cinematic 21:9 aspect ratio. So that's the camera system. 4 lenses powered by our advanced video and photography software, and outfitted with automatic nightscape mode, video nightscape, video portrait focus, video tracking, and much more. Now, all that hardware we've been talking about is extremely important because it's the foundation of a smartphone. But one thing we really take pride in at Oneplus is giving you guys the best combination of hardware and software. We work extremely hard to make OxygenOS flow as seamlessly as possible, and there's one guy who knows this inside and out. So let's come back over here and talk to Brian, who has extensive hands-on experience with Oneplus's software design and product. Hey, Brian.
Hi, Ryan.
Give us a bit of insight into OxygenOS.
Sure. We started with a small team back in 2014, and everything has started from there. And even now we are still small compared to major players in the industry, but we have an edge that gives us that huge advantage over those players.
Yeah, our community, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and the part of the community is the people participating in our beta program as well. And I still remember the day we established our beta program, and I believe that our users would be the most essential piece of the OxygenOS.
Yeah, the feedback that we get from them is always really valuable.
Exactly. And today you can see that being reflected in how our people respond. And reviewers call it OxygenOS the best in any smartphone. And that is proving that our vision with users is going pretty well now.
Yeah, so then the next question that we always keep asking ourselves is, how do we keep making it better?
Yeah, that was our next step. Staying on the top always. So we always wanted to keep the experience clean and fast.
Yeah.
Of course, the stock Android is a great starting point, but there's more we can do to make it even better. So we keep some of best things from stock Android, and then we added more useful features and optimizations without disturbing user experience. And fast updates, and super responsive UI, and a smoother animation.
Yeah, the team has always really worked hard on that. And recently we just introduced the next best thing for Oneplus software, OxygenOS 11.
Yeah, right.
OxygenOS 11 is the next step in our unending journey to give users the fastest and smoothest Android experience possible. Oneplus is proud to consistently be among the first companies to bring the newest versions of Android to our users. In fact, the Oneplus AT is the first global smartphone not manufactured by Google to launch with Android 11 out of the box. Now, this is a huge accomplishment for us as a company, but also for Oneplus users, because you know that when you buy a Oneplus device, you'll always stay ahead of the game when it comes to the software experience. Brian, OxygenOS 11 is better than ever before, and one thing that's really improved is the layout. So now it's more easy and more intuitive to use with one hand.
Yeah, right. So we're always looking for ways to make it easier to use. And let me tell you something a little nerdy, but interesting. So we mapped out the key touch points and the functional areas across the whole display, using some data from users all over the world. And then that helped us to identify where the information could be displayed on the screen, so things are easy to access without users hand blocking key information. And then from there, we built a screen hierarchy. We put icon, text, headings, and subheadings, and other content in the proper position to make it much more easier to operate with your one hand.
Yeah, we've definitely gotten a lot of feedback on the new layout since we released the developer preview in August. More and more of our early beta users are now telling us that they can really see the benefit of these changes.
Yeah, that is right, but OxygenOS 11 offers so much more still. It's loaded with a ton of new features that we feel really add to user experience.
Yeah, so let's talk about one of the most significant new features of OxygenOS 11, always on display. Now, a lot of companies offer AOD, but we took our time bringing it to our users so we could offer them even more. So we offer 11 clock faces and the typical information like weather, calendar, notifications, but we've also got some really interesting AOD options to let people customize their experience. So Brian, tell us about the first one.
Sure. This one is called Insight AOD, and we created this with the student from the Parsons School of Design in New York. And the Insight AOD literally tells you how much you're using your phone.
Yeah.
So this feature basically translates the time into this color bar, and every time you unlock the phone, it makes the mark on this bar. So longer you use the phone, the more of these marks you see here. And then you may consider using your phone last to focus on something more important if there are many marks on this bar.
Yeah, digital well-being is so important nowadays, especially as we spend more and more time on our phones. And because we spend so much time on our phones, we wanted to give people another way to personalize their AOD. Brian, tell us about the next one, Canvas AOD.
Sure. Canvas AOD. This cool feature always reminds me sort of comic books.
Yeah.
So like you see, it turns a photo of someone special in your life, in this case it's me, into the artistic sketch. And if you unlock the phone, see, this sketch will morph into the real picture.
Yeah, that's really cool. And there's one other really cool AOD option and a new partnership that we're excited to launch alongside the OnePlus AT. We're partnering with Snapchat and Bitmoji to launch Bitmoji AOD for OxygenOS 11. So after 6 months of close collaboration, we're excited to finally integrate some really cool Bitmoji features into OxygenOS as well. I'm really excited to introduce Bob Blackstock, CEO and creative director of Bitmoji, to tell you more about this really cool partnership.
Hi everybody, I'm Ba, the CEO and creative director of Bitmoji. We're very excited to announce our partnership with OnePlus to bring personalized, avatar-powered experiences to the OnePlus community. We are living in a time when the lines between our physical and digital worlds are rapidly blurring. In the physical world, you are the connected glue between all of your experiences. Whether you're looking in a mirror, riding a roller coaster, or eating a meal, you are the constant in your life. With Bitmoji, we're bringing that experience into the digital world to humanize our everyday interactions and empower millions of people globally to be their true selves online. And now, we're extending Bitmoji beyond our own platforms and enabling partners like OnePlus to harness the power of the avatar through Bitmoji for Developers, our suite of developer tools. We love that the Bitmoji Always On display literally brings you onto the device and makes every Always On display completely unique. We admire OnePlus's commitment to always putting their community first, and we can't wait to see what we can accomplish together next. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ba. Now, the thinking behind this partnership comes down to two things. First, people love to personalize their smartphones to show their individuality. And second, people are really conscious of privacy, especially where they show their personal data. So this is where digital avatars come in. They balance that personalization and privacy. So Brian, tell us exactly what this Bitmoji AOD does.
Sure. It is kind of a mini-me in your phone. So once you create your avatar, the Bitmoji AOD will adapt to different scenarios to match what you are doing right now. And that, for example, if you are listening to music, then Bitmoji will too. Or if you play a game, then your Bitmoji will too. And if you go out when it's raining, then Bitmoji will know it's raining now. And it adapts to the time of the day and the weather based on your location and the activities through the whole day, which is pretty fun, I think.
And we're also going to be building some other new features from Bitmoji and OxygenOS as well, like the new Bitmoji button in the OnePlus Gallery.
Exactly. So Bitmoji button offers quick access to tons of Bitmoji stickers to add your photos and screenshots, which is right in the Gallery app.
And because Snapchat and Bitmoji are really good when it comes to the camera experience, we've also worked together to optimize the OnePlus camera experience in Snapchat. So now photos and videos are sharper and crisper no matter where you are. Another feature we should highlight is the new live wallpaper.
Exactly. At first glance, it looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
But what you might not notice yet is that we've actually changed our thinking behind live wallpaper. So now, instead of just moving, it will actually change its appearance according to the time of the day. So morning, noon, or night, it adjusts seamlessly.
It does look really good. We first introduced this in the OxygenOS 11 beta builds, and now we've added some new options here in the OnePlus 8T as well. We talked a bit about digital well-being, and OnePlus has a really unique feature that has become pretty popular since we introduced it last year with the OnePlus 7 series. Now I'm talking about Zen mode, of course.
Yeah, Zen mode. Simply put, it's basically disabling your phone to help you to focus on something more important. And we got way better feedback than we expected. So many people love these features, but we still wanted to improve it. Originally, Zen mode was defaulted to 20-minute sessions, but some people wanted the option to customize that the time. So now you can set it all the way up to the 120 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how many people will actually be able to disconnect for up to 2 hours. But hey, now the choice is theirs, right?
Yeah, right.
And with OxygenOS 11, we've introduced some more choices too, including new themes and a group Zen, where you can invite your friends to join you in Zenning out.
Right. That way you can focus on hanging out with each other at dinner, at the beach, catching up over Zoom. Anytime you want to disconnect from your phone to connect with others. When I say others, that even includes your friend with iPhones.
Yeah, that's quite literally inclusive design.
Right.
Now, those are just some of the highlights of OxygenOS 11. Fast, smooth, and clean experience, a range of custom AOD options, convenient new features, and so much Zen, even with your friends. The OnePlus 8T is a true flagship smartphone. It gives you ultra-fast charging with Warp Charge 65, our fastest charging technology ever, and ultra-smooth scrolling thanks to the 120Hz display. For an incredibly powerful smartphone experience. With the OnePlus 8T, Ultra stops at nothing. Before we move on, there's one more really exciting thing to tell you about. Augmented reality is one of the coolest technologies out there for immersive content, and it just keeps getting better. OnePlus is excited to have partnered with an amazing company out of Australia called Foria, a team dedicated to taking immersive AR experiences to the next level. Foria are the creators of Rewild, an award-winning AR nature series based on one of my personal favorite Netflix series, Our Planet, narrated by the legendary Sir David Attenborough. Rewild launched internationally last April in partnership with WWF. Transforming physical museums into AR biomes, where visitors can work together to virtually reverse the loss of nature. It's a really powerful experience in a physical setting like a museum, with visitors interacting with each other. But with many museums closed in recent months, Foria and OnePlus have been working together with Google and Netflix to bring the Rewild experience into living rooms around the world through immersive AR storytelling. Rewild is available as an app for smartphones everywhere, but OnePlus and Foria have teamed up to deliver an even better AR experience on OnePlus devices from the OnePlus 7 and up. We've created a special mode called Oxygen Mode, which effectively doubles the resolution to ultra high definition while running 4K AR content and millions of polygons around you, which means you can even have a very realistic polar bear walking right next to you, right there in your living room. To bring the Rewild experience into living rooms around the world through immersive AR storytelling. Rewild is available as an app for smartphones everywhere, but OnePlus and Foria have teamed up to deliver an even better AR experience on OnePlus devices from the OnePlus 7 and up. We've created a special mode called Oxygen Mode, which effectively doubles the resolution to ultra high definition while running 4K AR content and millions of polygons around you, which means you can even have a many of you have been asking for. With a more ergonomic design and interchangeable silicone tips that come in the box, you can get a nice tight seal to block out external noise, giving you great sound with powerful bass. They weigh just 4.35 grams, so even if you're wearing them for extended periods of time, they'll be very comfortable. And with an IP55 rating for water and dust resistance, some of the best protection for any true wireless headphones on the market, you can use them pretty much anywhere, anytime, from the most intense home workouts to socially distanced jogging or any other safe outdoor activities. Of course, when it comes to headphones, there's nothing more important than sound quality. We've equipped the OnePlus Buds Z with a 10mm dynamic driver, together with Dolby Atmos and our own bass boost technology to deliver deep bass and clear vocals, so you can enjoy enhanced depth and detail in every beat. Combined with a charging case, you'll get 20 hours of battery life. And even better, just 10 minutes of fast charging lets you listen for 3 hours. The OnePlus Buds Z includes still more great features, like impressive low latency of just 103 milliseconds, automatic pausing when you take them out, and touch controls that support Google Assistant. And we're excited to have worked with an extremely talented designer to bring you a special edition of the OnePlus Buds Z. If you know that contemporary Californian psychedelic pop aesthetic, odds are that you know Stephen Harrington. He's best known for his bright, iconic style that encourages a two-way conversation between the artist and the viewer. Over the past few years, he's exhibited artwork around the world and worked with some of the coolest brands out there, including Nike, Beats by Dre, Colette, and more. And now he's working with OnePlus to bring his iconic palm trees and mellow character to this special edition. Aside from the Stephen Harrington edition, the OnePlus Buds Z come in two classic colors, white and gray. The Buds Z start at $49.99. We also have some really great cases for the OnePlus AT, including the classic sandstone and carbon bumper cases to give your phone a bit of added protection, as well as the special edition quantum bumper case that features a unique translucent circuit board design. They'll be available starting from $24.99. And finally, what you've all been waiting for, the price of the all-new OnePlus AT. In Europe, we have two versions of the OnePlus AT. You'll be able to get your hands on the 8 plus 128 gigabyte version for 599 euros, while the 12 plus 256 gigabyte version will be 699 euros. They'll be available starting October 20th. And in North America, we're bringing you the most powerful 12 plus 256 gigabyte version for $749, starting from October 23rd. That's all for this time. We're really excited to bring you our latest flagship smartphone, the OnePlus 8T. We look forward to hearing your feedback, so hit us up on our social media channels. Stay safe wherever you are, and as always, never settle. Hello? Oh, hey, good, you're still here. thank you so much for sticking around all the way till the very end. I know you've got a million things to get back to, but we wanted to give you a little token of our appreciation. Enjoy!